Your ribs are going to be okay and your chicken's going to be okay. But if you want it the best, I would separate it a little bit.
Okay. So I think this is a great question because I feel like a lot of people, especially when they're starting out, get a little caught up in temperatures. So this person's making a chicken breast, chicken leg quarters, and ribs. And the recipes that they're following, one says cook it at 300, one says cook it at 275, and one says cook it at 225. And he's wondering, does he have to cook them all separately?
No, I definitely would not cook chicken that low. Chicken's not going to take as long. So what I would do is I'd start my ribs out if he's wanting to get smoke on the ribs.
This is a good tip. This is good.
If you want to get smoke on the ribs, start them out on the smoker, get your smoke on them, cook them to where you're going to wrap them. And then you could even get the ribs done ahead of time, hold them, then cook the chicken because the chicken needs to cook at higher temp. It needs to be 300 and up, and it should be hour to 2 hours tops, depending on, how close to 300 you are.
Do you think ribs are better after they hold for an hour, 2 hours?
Definitely. Definitely. The rib's going to be better after the hold anyway.
You're gaining something with the hold.
You're gaining something from the hold.
And you're giving yourself time to
that's right.
cook your chicken.
But if you had to, you could ramp that rib temp, once it's wrapped. You could start bumping your temperature up. Get those. Now you need to be watching those ribs because there's a big difference in a rib wrapped at 225 versus 300. If it's 300, it's only going to be in that wrap 45 minutes to an hour probably. But at 225, you're looking at 2.5 hours of wrap, maybe even a little longer. So you got to think about that. But I would start the ribs out low, let them get smoke, color, build up bark, wrap them to get them tender. Go ahead and completely cook them. Start ramping your temp up, get them done, and get it off, and then get that grill up to 300, 350 for your chicken.
That's a good tip. I said cook it all.
Chicken's going to be better.
275.
You could. Technically, could you cook it all at 275? Yeah. Your ribs are going to be okay, and your chicken's going to be okay. But if you want it the best, I would separate it a little bit.
That's a good little tip.
Yep.
I'm glad I asked you that.